Welcome to the channel. My name is Marco, and today we have some new comics, and they're pretty good ones. I've read a good number of them. I didn't have time to read them all today. I'm making strides and improvements though. Quick reminder, before we get into the video, I am doing a giveaway for some awesome comics, including a sweet John Romita signature on the Ultimate Spider-Man 100. All you have to do is leave a comment and be subscribed. That's the simple version anyway. There is a link for a video in the description if you'd like to get all the details and everything. You can actually enter multiple times. You can comment on every video, stuff like that. Good to know. But let's go ahead and talk about some comics. So I think I picked up 10 comics. It was either 9 or 10, I can't remember, but a good little chunk here. And like I said, I think I read about 5 of them. And let's see. So this one, man, I've been waiting for this. They've pushed it back for a while now. Also, hope you all enjoy. Yeah, that's coming up. Put up some more posters and some art. Like I said, I picked up different things. There's even more art. I don't know. Eventually, I'll probably show it all off. But anyway, new corner of my room that we get to check out. But I've been waiting for this book to come out for a long time. We're talking about Venom 35 or Venom 200, whatever you want to call it. The end of Donny Cates and Ryan Stegman's iconic run. Like, I think this is really going to be a defining run for Venom for many years to come. It's been fantastic. It was a bittersweet type of finish because I've loved this run so much, and it was a great ending, but I'm, still part of me sad to see it go. The book was super solid. I mean, obviously not a lot of action or anything, just kind of wrapping everything up, but also setting up seeds for the future of Venom. And I am excited. I can't remember the guy's name, but the guy that's working on Immortal Hulk right now, that run's ending. And so Cates is going to go write Hulk after this, and then that guy's going to come write Venom after this. And I think he left him some good, like I said, some good seeds to grow and write into a new direction. And I'm pretty excited to see where that goes. I haven't read Immortal Hulk, but I've heard many great things, so I'm excited to see where that goes. Again, like, it's one of those things. It's like I'd like to read Immortal Hulk, but I'm just so far behind on a bunch of stuff. Maybe one day I'll get to it eventually. But yeah, super solid book. It is, I don't know how well you can tell, but it is quite thick. It's a $10 book, and it's kind of like a little mini trade. It is, I mean, it's a thick book. Now there are a ton of covers that came out for this, and I love me some Venom, so I had to pick up at least one additional cover. And I'm trying to refrain from too many variants, but man, I love Stegman. I had to pick up the Stegman variant. I think it's just too cool. So there is a 1 in 100 that is just the virgin cover of this, but I'm honestly a little disappointed that there wasn't some ratio that was the black and white. I feel like for a while now, they've on the Venom runs, the ratios they've been doing, whether it's 1 in 25s or 1 in 100s or whatever it is, they've been doing the black and white Stegmans, and I love black and white Stegmans. I think they look so good, and I would have loved to see what this cover would have been black and white. But as far as I can tell, they haven't made one, and maybe they will later. I don't know, second printing or something. That'd be cool. I'll definitely buy it. But yeah, a little disappointed on that end, but not a big deal. Story was super cool, and like I said, I really liked the way it wrapped up. So if you've been reading Venom for 34 issues before this, I think you'll be happy with how it all comes together. Then another one, I got this poster on the other side of my room now, which you probably saw in a different video if you're not new to the channel, that is. But anyway, Demon Days, Mariko, and I love Peach Momoko. I love her art style, and so far her writing's been pretty awesome too. I honestly would have to say I probably like this one better than Demon Days. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like the art was a lot more interesting in this. Not that to say that I didn't like it on Demon Days X-Men, but I don't know, there was like an ethereal essence to how she made some of these panels in here, and I really liked them, especially when you're kind of floating between like this idea of it's like, you know, not really spoiling anything, but just going to talk about it briefly. But you know, the character's kind of thinking about like a dream or a memory, and kind of woven that in through what's happening right now. And I just really like the way that she drew that. You can obviously tell when something is a dream or a memory, and you know, when it's real life, but it's all happening at the same time, and it's very fluid. And I really like this book. I thought it was a super solid issue. Very happy to have that. My only real complaint is these books take way too long to come out. I feel like it was forever ago we got Demon Days X-Men, and it's probably going to be a while until we get the next one. I know they're not a monthly issue, and so it's nothing really wrong against the book. I just want more of it. I want to consume more of it, but it takes a while. And which, you know, I guess now I'm thinking about it, I haven't really been seeing a ton of covers anymore from Peach Momoko. So, you know, I guess she has been, you know, focusing on this book and everything. And, well, by the way, I guess, you know, if you're not familiar with the character Mariko, she is, she's known as Wolverine's lover, one of Wolverine's lovers. Mariko Yashida, I think is her last name. But yeah, and, you know, so, and she was in the Wolverine, was that one called The Wolverine? I think the one when they were in Japan, I think that was called The Wolverine. She was in that movie. And then also that's Black Widow, obviously. But she was pretty cool, too. There's some other characters in there, and I'm not exactly sure if they're supposed to represent Marvel characters or not. It was a little hard to tell for me. Maybe it just went over my head. Maybe it's pretty obvious. If if it is obvious and you know who it is, just let me know in the comments. Maybe I just missed it. But I feel like she does a good job of making her own universe, but then also, you know, it's like, that's Black Widow, you know? But it's fun. I do quite enjoy it, and I am excited to see where it'll go next. And then this is one I didn't get to read. So this is The Mighty Valkyries #3. And again, I've just been having a lot of voiceover work to do this week. Today, not as much. Just a little bit, but enough that I need to stop reading comics and get to work. So, but anyway, Mighty Valkyries #3. I have been enjoying this series, and I am excited to see where this book is. I've really been enjoying the art, actually. Even though I think, does this still have 2 artists? Yeah, they have 2. It's kind of an interesting style that they do, because you're going through the perspective of 2 different Valkyries, and each story has a different artist, and it really helps to, I don't know, make it like you're almost reading 2 comics. It's kind of neat. I like it in that aspect. I'm still behind on other books from weeks prior, so I haven't got a chance to catch up on Heroes Reborn yet. However, very cool Iron Man cover, so I had to pick up that one. This is what? This number, my finger's on it, number 7. So, yeah, a cool cover. Also, I guess I should also mention that Diamond kind of screwed us over this week and sent one of our boxes not together with the other boxes. So technically, we are waiting on another box to come in. Hopefully it'll be in, well, by the time you're watching this video, hopefully it's in and being processed. But I can't remember if there was other books. Oh yeah, Star Wars High Republic Adventures. I didn't get to grab that. I will be grabbing that. There might be other books. I can't remember. We're missing a whole bunch of books. So we'll, you know, I don't know, show those to you later at some point or something. I don't know. But just as a little heads up, I'm at least missing that book. The only tie-in I think from this week was Weapon X Final Flight, which has a cool cover. I like it quite a bit, so I think that'll be interesting to read. I think this monster thing in the background, to me, totally looks like a Wampa. It looks like I don't know, like an anime Wampa. Just a little extreme, little more monstrous, but pretty cool looking, and I don't know. Can't go wrong with Wolverine, right? That is the last of the regular Marvel books. I guess technically this is also a Marvel book, but we got Alien. What number is this? 4? Yeah, Alien 4. Series has been pretty cool. I will say I feel like this book is a little bit. I mean, some things happen, but it's not quite as bloody, gruesome, and I don't know how to want to describe it, but there's not much gore and cool, awesome moments like that in this one. But there's a couple of reveals that are pretty important to the series moving forward. It seems like, but regardless, I've been enjoying the read. Aliens are cool. I don't know, like, what else do you want me to say? If you like the Xenomorphs, if you think they're neat, I think you'll like the book. That's all I got about that one. And then again, another series I'm behind on. Still not caught up with War of the Bounty Hunters, which I guess technically I did read the last Star Wars. I don't know if this jumps off of where we last meet. It's got Lando on the cover, so it might not actually. Oh yeah, that is very clearly I have no idea how we got to that point. So I need to catch up on War of the Bounty Hunters. We'll see. But I mean, so far from what I've read, it's been cool. My only DC book I picked up this week, hadn't got a chance to read it. Again, I'm sorry, I know, I'm a busy man. But we do have Static #1. Not a big DC guy, but I loved the Static Shock show when it came out. Do remember, watching that all the time when I was younger. So I'm excited about this. This book has a lot of hype around it. Obviously, Static Shock's making a bit of a comeback. I think this is just a 6-parter. Let's tell me on here. First 2 seasons. It says season 1 though, so presumably, even though it's a 6-parter, there'll be more after that. But yeah, I'm excited to see where it goes. Hopefully, it's a good book. And because I know they're making a movie or something. I don't know. There's a lot of Static Shock hype right now. So, and I'm all for it because again, I enjoyed the show when I was younger. So, nostalgia is a thing, Last book. I got 2 covers for it. So we got Berserker, which I got my Berserker poster. Can you even see it? Am I in the way? Berserker poster right here. Super excited about that. Yeah, I guess I've been covering up this whole time, yeah. But anyway, I think that's my only independent poster I have. They're all Marvel except for my Nice House on the Lake. And then Demon Days, yeah. Anyway, Berserker, was this 4? Yep. No, 3. How the time doesn't fly sometimes. But awesome foil cover here. I will say this one's kind of lacking compared to some of the other ones. Not as cool and bloody and gruesome and gory. And honestly, after reading the book, I kind of don't understand it. If the story was about how he's trying to live a normal life, which I guess that kind of is the premise. But if this particular book was part of him living a normal life and then part of him, as the assassin or whatever he is, then I'd be like, oh yeah, I understand the cover, but that's not really what happens in this issue. I don't quite understand this cover, and this is technically the cover C, but it's also the main cover, because they do the A and B and then they redo them as the C and D, but in foils, and I always just pick up the foils. So, I'm a sucker for foils, I'm going to pick it up. Also, I don't know if it's me, but this book feels extremely thin. I don't know if I'm crazy. I don't think so. I think this book is just really, really thin. I don't think there's much to it. But regardless, I enjoyed it. I will say that. And there's obviously lots of blood and gore in the book. Good read, and in this one you're kind of getting a little bit more of his backstory, a little bit more of his history, and learning how he became the man or the weapon that he is. And also I'll show off the other cover here. Now this one is a bit cooler. I can't say I quite understand it entirely again, but I don't feel like it truly represents this issue. But these were the covers they gave us. We got a ton of cool variant covers in as well. We got in some 1 in 100s, which I think... Oh no, well we got 1 in 100, but then I think, I'm trying to remember now. I know this one, yeah. So this one, there's a Virgin, it's not a foil. There's a Virgin cover that's a 1 in 25. There's a Virgin cover of this, but it's a 1 in 50. There's another cool one where he's pulling a grenade pin, I think. It's weird. There's a bloody version where he's got blood all over him, and those are 1 in 25s, and there's a non-bloody that's a 1 in 50. But it's I'm the 1 in 25s are way cooler. I would have definitely made that the 1 in 50. And then off the top of my head, I cannot remember what the 1 in 100 was. But, yeah. I definitely, if I were to pick up any of them, it'd be the bloody version. It was pretty cool. But that's all that I picked up so far this week. Like I said, Diamond, classic Diamond, you know, screwing things up as always. Although I will say it's been a while since they screwed up an order for us. I kind of had forgotten what it felt like, but you know, here we are. Hopefully things are normal right now at the shop, but we'll see. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave me a like. It means so much. And also leave a comment. Let me know what you are reading, what books that if we're reading something similar, or if there's something else that you picked up that I should be reading. If I'm slacking on my reading and something is really, really good, if I really need to hop on this War of the Bounty Hunters or something, scream at me in the comments. Tell me to get to it. I'm trying to catch up, I promise. I promise I am, but that's going to be it for today. Hope you all have a good one, and see you next time. Ha 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 ha!